What's good, YouTube? Welcome back to the program. It's Trenton Gibson, and I hope you had a happy and healthy new year. And what does the new year bring? It brings college basketball conference play. No more duck and smoke. It's top 25 matchups. We get to see our stars become future NBA stars. And these environments, these home environments, it's so tough to win on the road in conference play. And lucky for you and me, I get to jump into the film and break it down every single day. Now, speaking of the program, 100 subscribers in the last week. I'm very proud. I'm very thankful for that. I appreciate the likes and subscribes on the videos, man. It means a lot. And without further ado, let's get into the film. Okay, we have Cam Boozer. Now, I just did a breakdown on Cam Boozer a couple of days ago, but he walked into Louisville's trap and took it over. 27 points, 8 rebounds, and a big comeback win, and really almost an ACC defining win. Louisville moved to 1-2, Duke 3-0. They're in full driver's seat, and I think Louisville's one of the only teams that could really compete with them, right? But we got my man Cam Boozer, like I said, number 6 Duke, doing their thing. Now, I mean, I thought this was really going to be a tough game for Louisville. They're without their point guard, Michael Brown. They're not very physical. They're more of an up-and-down, fast-paced team. And Cam Boozer at the 4 is a grown man. They got the 5-man right here. But him being able to play at the 4 is a mismatch. And I want to show you why it's a major mismatch. There's also some things in this game that I could see teams do in the future, teams do in March to really disrupt him. So let's break it down. Let's see what's going on. We got our first player right here. Like I said, we got Booz right here. And actually, before I start, his feel of the game is so good. Obviously, his dad's an NBA player. He's been around the game so long, but I really love his feel as well. Okay, so we got a pitch. Hopefully, he's going to hand it back off. I assume he is. Okay, we're good. Basic setup on the floor, handling it. He also had a good game. So now we got Cam Boozer right here, one-on-one. And like I said in the last game, it's Rap City. He goes one-on-one. I saw somebody say on the scouting report that he only wants to spin baseline. Maybe he's trying to show him wrong. Great touch up right here from actual distance and gets it to go, right? Cam Boozer, like I said, great touch, great feel. So now we got, I mean, this is a lot of stuff we've been showing. A lot of Iverson right here. We're just clearing out the floor so we can have a pick and roll. And if he gets a good hit right here, he can slip, and most likely he'll be able to play downhill or at least be able to operate. But let's see what we have. He comes off clearing the floor. And like I said, so what do I mean by clearing the floor? He's coming baseline. He's most likely either coming dunker or out, and then he's getting out over here. So what happens when his little or his brother, they come set the pick, he comes off, then Cam's going to have all this space down here. But let's see what the coverage is, and then we can see what Cam should do. Okay, so it's clear floor. Let me go back. Clear floor. We got ball right here, clear floor. And so now we get a hit, and he's playing coverage, right? Conwell gets hit very bad. So now what is a good screen, a good hit cause? Causes big man to stay stagnant, stay with the guard. And so what Cam does, he does a good job. He can shoot the ball. So he spaces out instead of rolls. Because right, if he rolls and he catches it right here, he's just going to cut him off and we get no advantage. But as a big man and a guard, once we get a hit, once we get screened, we want to spread each other out. I'm going this way, he's going this way, so we can have a wide open shot like we have right here, or at least a wide open opportunity. Catches it, no contest. These are things right here, green. These are things right here that's going to cause people problems. Now, when I saw this, I'm like, okay, I'm not saying he can't do this. I'm not surprised he did it. But, man, look at this. Now we got our 4-man bringing it up, right? Bunk all the other stuff. We bringing it up and handling pressure. He's trying to get in him, right? As you would. You see a 6'9", 6'10" guy dribbling. Hey, I'm going to try to get in him, get under him. Like I said, Louisville is a small, scrappy team, right? And everybody's down here. But we just going to go by him, right? Go by him, lay. Let's go back and see how our big man helps us out right here, right? Our big man right here sees that he is driving at us. So what we're going to do, we're kind of going to wedge our defender up so he can provide no help. Cam's able to come downhill. Easy one, right? That's generated offense one-on-one. He did it by himself from half court. Amazing, okay? But that's why it'll be a top 3, a top 5 pick. I've said before, I think he's the most ready right now freshman. I think his physicality is fleshed out. He's fully there. I'm not gonna say he has the highest potential, the highest ceiling in the draft, but he is a ready-made pro right now. So we got ball. We're trailing, right? So we hit him on the trail, and now we set this guard pick and roll, which I have been talking about. This guard pick and roll. So what that does, it just confuses the defense. How many point guards are playing drop coverage or hedge or anything like that? Most guys do not know how to do that. So let's see what we get. We get nothing. He decides to reject the screen, right? And I mean, once again, reject the screen. to a step back, what can you do? If you're defense, what can you do? There's nothing you can do right here. Just take it. Just green. Right. He ended up this game 3 for 4 from 32. So it's not like he was shot jacking. He's making shots. Now, once again, we got a spread floor. He's going corner. And we can see number 3 right here is coming up for this guard pick and roll. It's in the guard inverted screen is what we would call it. So we come here. Conwell's in coverage. Let's see what kind of coverage he has. Doesn't have the most coverage, but also I would like to see this guard, number 3, I would like him to be more decisive in what he's going to do. And what do I mean by that? I mean, I would either like to see him slip out and fully avoid the screen, which can cause confusion between these two, or I would like him to fully set this screen and hit him, so now we have an advantage. But it kind of does neither. He doesn't really fully set it or get a good hit per se, and number 4 is able to get over, and it really blows us up. Like, we don't really have an advantage. So he kicks it and gets it back, and then now what we have? We have a drive, we have an attack, and that drop step game is serious. That drop step game is automatic money. Now, here's one thing that I see that a team could do against Boozer, right? Like I said, he wants to get to this baseline spin, but defense is not allowing it. He's not allowing it, and we send the double from the top side. Boozer is a good passer. He had 4 assists in this game, but a quick double, right? A quick unexpected double right here, in my opinion, is pretty unexpected. High hands, and we get a tip on the ball, and we get a steal. I'm not saying Cam Boozer is a bad decision maker. Obviously, turnovers happen, but being able to surprise and being able to change up looks will always get it done. Now, here's another example, okay? We got Boozer right here chilling, got his brother with the ball, and we see, as we come through, no vision on us. There's no vision. We have 2 guys in the corner. So what either we can do is either Cam spreads out here and number 3 stays here, or we can clear out this space because we are 6'10", 6'9", and nobody's watching us. So we'll be butt naked under the rim. So what does he decide to do? He decides to do the ladder. And, I mean, we catch it underneath the rim for this type of guy, okay? Potential ACC player of the year. Yeah, it's going to be a bucket. Okay, here's another example. We have it. Boozer setting a flare right here. Let's see what we got. Okay, nothing. But this looks like a drawn-up play. Why do I say that? Because they're coming automatic to this step up that we've been talking about, that Cam Boozer has been utilizing, the inverted screen. Dude's coach has been getting this into the game, and they're able to make these things happen. So let's see. We got the inverted screen. And once again, every time I've showed it, the last 3 times back when they were playing Michigan State and tonight, there has not been that good of coverage. But let's see what happens right here. He number 11, fully attacks Boozer, right? Boozer's a good handler, but he's not really the best. I mean, he's 6'9", 6'10". No ball handler is going to be really good when you fully attack him when you're only 6'3", 6'10". Obviously, you can get up underneath him. So what does it do? It fully stops Boozer's momentum, right? And he doesn't get a steal, but he doesn't need to get a steal. It allows his man to be able to square him back up, and now he's at the 3-point line. At the end of the day, that's the best thing we can hope for. We got Cam Boozer back to the basket at the 3-point line. We can live with that, okay? So let me just go back just to show it again what I'm talking about, because this is what teams, when they play ACC tournament, when they play March Madness, if they're not able to get these type of things in the game, they will lose. If they can, they have a chance to get due. So we fully step out here, fully commit, stop the ball, and we get back, right? No harm done. And now, like I said, we get an offensive foul. Now, was it a flop? Potentially. I do agree it was a flop. But getting Cam Boozer back to the basket at 25 feet, that's what we want for the defense. Okay, here's the last possession right here. Once again, so we got what we're seeing a lot in these breakdowns. We're going to have a 2-man pick and roll in the middle of court, and we have a lot of space. Okay, so we come and set the screen, and it's good, right? I broke this down in A-Cup film. It should be dropping. Actually, it's dropping tonight. We're in an A-Cup film, and you see what the big does. He runs up, and it looks like the screen is going to be right here, but instead he flips the screen, and now the coverage is going to be messed up. So he flips the screen, coverage is messed up. The coverage is messed up, right? And his hedge is not going to be good enough. So now he has to go in the drop because he's so beat. So he gets beat. They both have to fully sell out. And now what does Cam do? He creates space, gets in his vision window, and we green it. Now, obviously, I need to charge the iPad, but outside of that, Cam Boozer is hooping. I think, obviously, Duke will win the ACC. They really sealed the deal last night against Louisville. Louisville's hurt. Louisville's dinged up. They need to get back to 100%, but Cam Boozer's a problem. He did his thing. Let me know what you think in the comments about Cam Boozer, and let me know what teams or players I need to be looking out for so I can break them down and we can all learn together. I appreciate you for rocking with me. I appreciate for the subscribes, the likes of the videos, and I'm really having fun with this thing, man. I'll catch you in the next one.